From the Simi Valley Isoplex, the Matador Sports Network is proud to present coverage of CSUN hockey. Tonight, the Matadors play another WCHC conference game against the Long Beach State 49ers. Good evening, everyone. Delighted to have you along tonight. I'm Travis Manoti. This is the third and final game this week for the Matadors. On a Wednesday night, CSUN beat Cal Lutheran 7-4 in their first-round Kings College Cup game. Last night at San Diego State, the Matadors went toe-to-toe with the Aztecs, but just ran out of gas and lost 5-3. So CSUN comes in 0-2 in West Coast Hockey Conference play, very much needing a victory tonight against their old rival, the 49ers. Long Beach State comes in 4-1 overall, and they're 2-1 in the WCHC. They've won 4 straight since dropping their season opener to Cal State Fullerton. This is a high-flying 49er bunch. They've averaged 7 goals per game so far this season. That's the big matchup tonight. Can the Matadors defense stop the 49ers attack? We'll find out after we preview the goaltending matchup next on the Matador Sports Network. The starting goaltenders for this very important WCHC conference game. The Matadors send out there Vincent Seppi, the Simi Valley native, a junior at CSUN. His 5th start of the season, 3-1 record, 3.25 goals against average, and an .873 save percentage. And for Long Beach State, they counter with veteran Tyler Geely. He's a Fountain Valley native, a junior at Long Beach State. It's his 3rd start of the season, 1-1 record, 5.00 goals against average, and an .861 save percentage. Geely's been the number 2 goalie this season to Adam Moreau's. It was flip-flopped last season. The Matadors start the Garrett Hefty line with Evan Wright and Quinton Abaya on the wings, Levi Bowles and Tom Dobricott, the starting defenseman. Scratch tonight for the Matadors. First of all, Brandon Hagen. As the Matadors actually have 3 goalies dressed tonight. Brandon Calvote is the backup, and Caleb Mead is also in uniform. George Reznikov is scratched. Jacob Steinfeld still out with a concussion. Also Johnny Cortez, Matt Bushton is still out with an upper body injury, and Max Goen is at a wedding this evening. But the Matadors have a full complement of players. Long Beach State, their scratches. Adam Stanovich is serving a disqualification tonight. Matt Dove, the brother of former Matador John Dove, is not here. And their 3rd string goalie, John Rolls, is scratched. Full complement of players for both sides. This is going to be a fun matchup tonight. Matadors desperately needing a conference win. They're 0-2, tied for last place with Chapman right now. Long Beach State 2-1. They're tied for 2nd place, along with Cal State Fullerton in the WCHC. Hefty wins the draw, and we're underway. Bit of a different defensive pair to begin. Dobricott with Bulls. Normally it's Will Lessick with Bulls. JP Gale looking to switch things up. Quinton Abaya cycles for Garrett Hefty. He's given a rough ride by Evan Rush. Eventually down to the ice. Evan Wright trying to take it free on Cody Ichinaga. Now a sophomore at Long Beach State, Honolulu, Hawaii native. Hard working shift to begin. Hefty back up top. Bulls shoots wide. Bulls had a goal last night with about 20 seconds to go in the first period. Gave CSUN a 2-1 lead over San Diego State at the time. Long Beach State there first. Surge. Pass works out to Michael Hakimi. Second stint with the 49ers. Backhand bit wide. Dangerous look there for Hakimi. Last played for the Beach 2012-2013 season. Now a graduate student at Long Beach State. Matadors rolling a change. Just a minute underway in this one. The new look top lines over the boards. This is what we saw at Staples Center as the puck is chipped out of play. 18:53 to go in the first. We also saw it last night at San Diego State. Matt Hoover has been moved up to the top line along with Alex Ryance and John Blasco. Eli Berengut now with the Rourke line. Cameron Rourke and Tommy Peng, the other two members of that line. Worked out at Staples Center as Eli Berengut recorded his 5th career hat trick. Matadors a nice 7-goal surge against Cal Lutheran. Tanner Bliley giving a big bump by John Michael Lauren. Bliley, the captain now for Long Beach State. That's a statement early on. Drive from the lines blocked by Will Lessick, and it's sent ahead for Ryance 2-on-2. Ryance loses possession, curling away Bliley. Bliley being watched by Blasco and Ryance. Banks it ahead, and it works out to Tyler Galgus. Galgus, now a sophomore, grew up playing in this rink for the SoCal Titans, Oak Park native. Galgus turns it over to Lauren. Lauren stabs to Hoover. Zone not cleared yet. Lauren for Lessick, back to Lauren. Got to be careful with Galgus, forces a turnover. Goes caddy corner. Strong shift there for Galgus, big body, but lots of skill as well. Lauren feathers to Ryance, but it's another turnover. CSUN having trouble getting through the neutral zone the last few moments. Lessick closed in on by Blake Sunday. Dishes to Lauren. Lauren looking ahead, man. They do clear out this time. Cameron Rourke stabs into Beach territory and heads off on a change. The second game this season here on the Olympic sheet of the Isoplex as Long Beach State is called for icing. Important note that Long Beach State plays on an Olympic sheet at the rinks Lakewood. So Long Beach State is used to the Olympic ice. Matadors not as much. A couple of weeks ago, the Saturday night affair against Grand Canyon. Matadors played it here on the Olympic sheet and ended up sweeping the Lopes. 17:33 remaining in the first. Thanks so much for tuning in tonight. Mason Ewan's shot skips wide. Picked up his first career goal a week ago against Cal State Fullerton. Blake Rivera just sends to Ewan. Ewan to Alex Marbach, who also picked up his first career goal that night against Fullerton. Turns it over. Nat Hoeksema. Pass doesn't connect. Hoeksema, a freshman, played for the California Wave AA program before coming to the Beach. Rourke can't clear. Hoeksema's shot over top. Matadors need to clean it up defensively. It was touched with a high stick. It went in the net, but no goal. No break there for CSUN. Maybe Seppi let up just as the whistle went, knowing it was a high stick. Still scoreless, 16:57 to go in the first. Matadors now with an even goal differential. 34 goals for, 34 goals against, 3.78 goals for, and the reverse goals against average. Vincent Seppi is first career start tonight against Long Beach State. Brandon Calvoda has played 6 times against the 49ers in his career, so a new look for the Beach to deal with. Vincent Seppi, who's been the Matadors' best goalie this season. Sparkling numbers coming in. Now an 18-5, 0-1 record as he picked up the victory at Staples Center. Eli Barron got a big bump. The Beach break through neutral ice. Joe Taves flips it in deep, first on the forecheck. Centering pass denied by Marbach. Tommy Peng turns on the Jets. It's gloved down by Rush. Taken by Alec Kirsty. Able to clear to the red line. Berengut, what a game. Wednesday night at Staples Center, his 5th career hat trick. Scored the first 3 goals of the game for the Matadors. Long Beach State plays in. Marbach closed in on by Taylor Peterson. Sends to Ewan. A nice little breakout there. Jack Maxton to Hans Wormsdobler disrupted at the Long Beach State stripe. Bowles steps up to intercept. Plays it off of Rivera's skate. Abaya steals. Shoots. Glove save Geely. Abaya again. Out front behind his intended target. Countering Luke Miller. Miller, the big scorer for the beat, shoots wide. Played NCAA Division III hockey for 3 years with Suffolk University. And boy, he is arguably the best player in this entire conference, Luke Miller. But he is a SoCal native from Lancaster. Graduate student at Long Beach State. Matadors have got to keep their eye on him all night. CSUN clears out. Race for the puck. Rivera just gets there ahead of Abaya to force icing. 15-17 remaining in the first. Miller so far this season, 9 goals in just 5 games, 12 points, has 4 power play goals and a shorty as well. Miller still out there. Number 22 lined up directly behind Ichinaga. This is Long Beach State's top line. Their top 2 lines can rival anybody in the WCHC. Miller, a shot held by Seppi. You see that quick release by Luke Miller, which makes his shot so dangerous. Miller, so far a point in every game and a goal in 4 of 5 games. Long Beach State, again, they average 7 goals a game so far. 35 goals in 5 games for a plus 19 goal differential. It's maybe the best offense the Matadors have faced this regular season. These two teams played an exhibition game to start the 2017-2018 season in late September before the Matadors headed to the Boise State Showcase. Long Beach State victorious that night 6-3, but again, just an exhibition game. Lauren steals, 3-on-3. Hefty hits to the net, shot wide. Hefty sends back to Lessick. Lessick's shot's blocked. Lessick again, held by Geely. No traffic and no rebound from Geely. Geely's played Matadors several times in his career. Was the number 1 last season, but so far Adam Rose, perfect 3-0 on the year, has been the number 1 minute-wise, 2.00 goals against and a .914 save percentage. Sparkling numbers for Morose, the backup tonight. He's from Long Beach. Lessick a third opportunity, stick save Geely, and the puck goes out of play. 14:31 remaining in the first. Matadors trying to get back to 500. They've been at 500 a couple of times this season, but have yet to get over 500. They're 4-5 overall, 2-1 here at home. Long Beach State a perfect 3-0 on the road. Shot by Lessick this time is blocked as Bliley was up high. Big bump on the far side. Matadors calling for a penalty, but play continues. Blasco tracks it down to Lauren. Tough play. Holds the zone a couple of times. Lauren stood up by Brennan Canady. Canady's arguably Long Beach State's most physical defenseman. Lauren caught with his head down. Long Beach State the other way. Hoover steps up on his man, deflected away by Lessick into the CSUN penalty box. Play slowing a bit here in the first after some extended play. 13:57 to go. Long Beach State, they beat, I believe it was Chapman at KHS Arena, and then they went up to San Jose and swept the Spartans, who were having a bit of a tough year. They're actually down in SoCal right now. They tied, I believe it was UCLA. Maybe it was LMU. Actually, they lost tonight to LMU. They tied Fullerton, that was it, and they lost to UCLA last night, so far, not so good for San Jose State on their SoCal road trip. Seppi has trouble with it. They're poking away. How can the ref see where the puck is? He finally blows it dead. That went on way longer than it needed to. But the Matadors survive. So against San Jose State, they are 0-2, 0-1 so far on this SoCal road trip. And I believe they have one more game tomorrow. Or maybe not, actually. I think they are done with their SoCal road trip, actually, as memory serves. So 0-2, 0-1, San Jose State goes on their first SoCal road trip. Usually do it a couple of times. Vincent Seppi is a bit shaken up. And he was down trying to do everything he could to try and keep that puck out. And this is not good news for the Matadors. Seppi has played exceptionally well this season. Junior, played with the Milwaukee Junior Admirals in the Tier 1 Elite League for midget hockey. Brandon Calvoda is on the ice just in case. The good news for the Matadors, they have been inconsistent this season, certainly. But with the exception of 5, maybe 6 teams in the West region, everybody else is just as inconsistent. So if the Matadors can find some consistency, could certainly get back to regionals. But first things first, they have to win one game here in the WCHC. Seppi appears to be all right. Calvoda has all of his equipment on just in case. And Seppi now with his helmet off, kind of stretching out. There's just so many bodies in the crease on top of Seppi. Looked like he had tweaked something on that play. But really, when you take a look at it, Northern Arizona and Northern Colorado are both undefeated. They have just been mowing through teams. They are by far the top 2 teams in the West region. Utah State is up there as well, certainly top 5. Metro State, I think you'd have to put up there. Weber State. But beyond that, everybody else either has a pretty weak schedule or they're just plain inconsistent. And the Matadors are obviously no exception. Seppi's still stretching out. And he looks like he is all right. Good to see. Joyce, the athletic trainer for the Matadors, heading back off the ice. We'll see how Seppi does, staying in the game. 13:23 to go in the opening period. It's been purely 5-on-5 hockey. It's been fun to watch. These two teams have a lot of speed, very evenly matched this season. Bowles' dump hits Peng. Francis LeMay holds the zone. LeMay in front out of reach of his intended target. Berengut skates away from Sunday, stabs to Dobrikot. Dobrikot can't get around Hoeksema. Matadors still turning the puck over in deep. Dobrikot takes the puck back, sends to Peng. Little chip play, he's tripped up, and the Matadors get the first power play at 12:54. Clearly a trip there on Blake Rivera. Matadors did not score on the power play against Cal Lutheran or San Diego State. They still only have 4 power play goals on the entire season. Power play has been a big bugaboo this year. You get the feeling that maybe special teams will be a huge key tonight. Lauren shoots, deflects wide. This is the Matadors' second unit. Hefty to Abaya, rights out front. Hefty gets it back. Matadors overloading the right side right now. Abaya makes a bit of a hack from Miller. Play continues. Hefty, as he and Abaya switch spots. Hefty to Lauren, shoots wide. Don't think that's what Hefty was trying to do with it, but it worked out. Long Beach State clears. Lauren, as Bliley curls away. Fresh penalty killers for the Beach. Lauren to Hefty. Some room to operate. Leaves for Wright. Wright. Backhand bid by Lauren, stopped by Geely. Matadors come up with the puck. Hefty's pass off of Abaya, and it's cleared out. 55 seconds remaining on the opening power play of the game. Seppi leaves for Lessig. Matadors' top forwards are out. Lessig to Berengut. Ryants back to Berengut. Taken away by Logan Peterson. There's 2 Petersons, they're not related. Blasco able to hold the zone to Ryants. Logan Peterson clears out. Matador's passing Wednesday night was particularly impressive. It's been a bugaboo as well, but against Cal Lutheran, they really were working the puck around well. Glad to be back broadcasting tonight. I missed out last night due to being in a wedding. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Ryans, nice forecheck on Joe Loya, but Long Beach State clears out, and that'll pretty much do it. Levi Bowles was upended last night. He gets upended there by Hoeksema in front. LeMay, backhand shot off the crossbar. Seppi didn't pick it up until it was by him, but again, the Matadors get a bit of a break as we play 5-on-5 hockey once more. 10:38 to go in the first. Good kill there for the Beach. Ewan back first to force the icing. Still only 4 power play goals on the season for the Matadors. Don't know how many power plays they had last night, as the score sheet has not been uploaded yet, but Matadors power play has got to be around 10% on the season, which is an abysmal number. Normally it's well over 20. It's been over the 20% mark since really I can remember, since we started keeping track of power play percentage. Still something to work on. Shot by, that was Hoover with the bid off the side of the net. Ewan off of Hoover. Long Beach State skates the other way. Hoover, nice back check, forces a turnover, sends to Maxton. This is a bit of a mixed line right now. Matadors are only playing with 11 forwards with Max Goen at a wedding. So Hoover getting a shift with the 4th line. Wormsdobler, a nice hit. Here comes Taves, plays it on Seppi, gloves it down. You know, Long Beach State's going to try and test Seppi as much as possible. 9:47 to go in the first. Matadors against Long Beach State since the 08-09 season are 5-10-0-2, but the Matadors have had a lot of success against the Beach the last couple of seasons. They beat them 2 out of 3 times last year and also beat them 2 out of 3 times the year before that. Matadors ended the 49ers season last year, beating them in the first round of the WCHC playoffs. Rourke to Peng. Makes the hack from Rivera, but Rourke's there to support. Deflects side of the net, and Geely's able to cover up before Peng gets there. Just past the halfway mark of the opening period. Matadors take a break from WCHC play next week when the University of Wyoming comes to town. This is the second time Wyoming is coming to SoCal. First time was all the way back the 09-10 season. Matadors beat Wyoming that night at the Valley Ice Center 4-3. Matadors sweeping the Pokes last season in Laramie in a 2-game set. So should be a fun series. First things first, Matadors have got to get a win in conference play. They can really not afford to go down 0-3. Here comes Rivera, 3-on-2. Shot stopped by Seppi. Big rebound cleared out by Lessig. May have saved a goal. Baron Guts turns it over. Miller out there again. Lessig back out to neutral ice. But a back and forth hockey right now. Hakimi, but Long Beach State is offside. 8:52 to go in the first. Lots of action tonight in the ACHA. Cal State Fullerton is down in San Diego tonight. Last time I checked, San Diego State was winning. They're a perfect 3-0 so far in first place in the WCHC. Long Beach State and Fullerton tied for second place, 2-1. LMU is 1-2 in fourth place. And CSUN and Chapman right now 0-2. 10 games this year in the WCHC with the addition of Chapman. So still 7 games, including this one to go. Make it actually 8 games, including this one to go for the Matadors. So still plenty of time, but they don't want to have to be chasing a playoff spot all season. Bowles a shot, stopped by Geely, and then the rebound's chipped wide by Wright. Big chance there for Evan Wright. What a real good game at Staples Center on a Wednesday. Bowles, shot skips wide. Held him by Dobrikot. Takes a big bump from Gaugus. Hefty into the slot, but no Matadors there. Bowles a drive, skips wide. Obaya can't get it away from Gaugus. He is stood up by Hefty, but Hefty got the worst end of it. Dobrkat back in deep, hops Abaya's stick. Canady up the wing, out of the reach of Bliley. Bowles shot again wide. Matadors are getting chances, but they can't hit the nets. Big bump again by Galgus, this time on Dobrkat. Physical shift for the Oak Park native. 50-50 puck. Abaya and Austin Stanovich cancel. Hefty comes up with it. So Stanovich is the only Stanovich tonight. It's his twin brother Adam is serving a DQ. Bulls chips up the wing. It's taken over by Bliley. Bliley to Hoeksema. Stick checked away by Dobrkat. Bulls up the wing. Settled by Rivera. 7:12 to go in the opening period. Pretty good crowd on hand here at the Isoplex on the Olympic sheets. This rivalry series always brings out the fans. Stretched up the ice. Ewan just gets there first to force icing. Matadors and 49ers play their second and final regular season game on November 17th. Matadors have not won in Lakewood since 2009. It's been a long time. Matadors unfortunately had their 13-game undefeated streak to begin last season, ended at Long Beach. 1-0 score. Matadors trying to win in Lakewood for the first time in many years come November. It's the Matadors' last game before the Thanksgiving holiday, but lots of games before that to take care of. Bryant to Hoover. Matadors top line's out. Hoover sticks on this line. Blasco to Marbach. Tough play. It's stabbed out. Hoeksema. Shoot stop by Seppi. Big save there for Seppi. Out aggressively to make the save on Hoeksema. Bryant quickly flips it on Geely. And he takes no chances. 6:22 to go in the first. Matadors' 10th game of the season. They're going to play at least 29 games now, as the Matadors have moved on to the semifinals of the King's College Cup to play either UCLA or USC. Matadors win their semifinal game. They'll, of course, be in the final. If they lose, though, they'll be in the third place game. So either way, Matadors picked up 2 more games during the regular season. Then if they make the WCHC playoffs, they'll have a total of 31 regular season games. O'Rourke. It works out to Baron Guts. It's an onside play for Long Beach. So far, the D pairs are looking solid. Getting mixed up a bit. Lauren is with Lessick to begin. The two Montreal natives, if you will. They were both wearing Canadiens sweaters. The Canadiens were in town to play the Kings Wednesday. Long Beach State looking to break out. Checked down is Kirsty. And Seppi, his turn to cover up. 5:29 to go in the first. Change in line for both sides. You get the sense of how big this game really is. Not only for WCHC standings, but West Region ranking as well. Long Beach State obviously so far a nice record at 4-1 and a nice goal differential of +19, but the 49ers schedule hasn't exactly been strong. Big save there by Seppi again right off the draw. He has looked sharp ever since being bowled over. He's given a few moments to kind of shake the cobwebs out. And icing forces another offensive zone faceoff for Long Beach State. Ichinaga takes the draw against Maxton. Maxton wins the draw, sends out. Won't go for icing this time. Break for CSUN. Canady closed in on by Maxton, forces a turnover. Maxton shoots, stopped by Geely. Jack Maxton is playing better and better. A freshman from Pacific Palisades. Miller can't split the defense. Bowles stands him up. Miller obviously a very solid body as well. Oh boy. Maxton took a run at Miller that time. Ichinaga to Hakimi, stabbed out by Bowles. Boy, this top line for Long Beach is so scary. Sent to Miller. Sharp angle bid stop by Seppi. Miller cycles. Hakimi's pass works out to Rivera, side of the net off of Ichinaga. Miller out front, no 49ers there, cleared out by Maxton. No icing again, allows the Matadors to complete a change, and they needed one. Ichinaga deflects in and heads off. Ewan, checked by Gaugus. Bowles comes in to help. Bowles to Abaya. Further right. Right goes over the red line. Hefty dishes to Marbach. Marbach's shot was going to be well wide. Blocks. Hefty regathers through right. Bliley stabs out, settled by Ewan. Matadors touch up. And they're going to roll that icing as well. Matadors were behind the red line. 3:44 to go in the first. Stay tuned during the first intermission. I'll recap the stats and scoring plays. I'll kind of update you on what's going on with the Kings College Cup now, as there's only one more quarterfinal game to go. Matadors don't agree with the icing call, but nonetheless, draws one by Stanovich. Shot by Bliley, blocked. Bliley again wide. Dangerous look there for Bliley. San Diego native. Marbach to right. Further Hefty. Picked up by Abaya, onside, in front, ahead of Hefty. Hefty, giving a rough ride. Able to skate away from Rush. Hefty reverses right. Out front, Geely covers up. 3:14 to go in the first. Long Beach State actually did legit make the playoffs last season as the number 3 seed, but the 2 previous years, Long Beach State actually missed out on the playoffs, but did go because 3 seasons ago the Matadors were the 4 seed and they couldn't go due to a lot of players unable to go due to having class. And then 2 seasons ago it was actually Cal State Fullerton that made the playoffs as the 4 seed, but they declined the bid as they had a short bench that year. Long Beach State has actually made the playoffs 3 years in a row, twice due to teams forfeiting their bid. It's certainly a much stronger club this season, Long Beach. They have regionals aspirations as well. It should be one of the favorites to win the WCHC. Blasco hoping for Hoover, denied. The other way, Opsima's shot wide. Lauren gets away from one forechecker, then turns it over. Out front, comes all the way back to Logan Peterson, stopped by Seppi. Rivera activates. Rivera given a rough ride by Hoover, 50-50 puck. Ryance steals 2-on-2 to Blasco. Now it's more of a 2-on-3. Blasco drops for Ryance, shoots, glove save Geely. Geely was leaning a bit towards his right, but then was able to push back to the left and make a glove save. 2:07 to go in the period. This is going to be a struggle all night. This is going to be a fun series this season. Long Beach State is definitely up. Probably the most improved team in the WCHC. And I should probably take the probably away. They are the most improved team in the WCHC this season. LMU is struggling with a brand new crop of freshmen. But Long Beach State, they've picked up some veteran players. And boy, they are strong. 3-on-2 now for the Beach. Rush from the outside, easy save. Seppi, who's seeing the puck well. 1:44 to go. It's kind of a battle of attrition here in this first period. Both teams have had some good looks. Strong goaltending from Seppi and Geely. Rourke against Ichinaga. Stalemate draw, eventually pried free by Hakimi. Ridden into by Bowles. Ichinaga supports Hakimi. Has to walk out front, denied this time by Dobrikot. This is a man's game here tonight as well. Miller walks out front. And it's cleared out. Lost side of the puck for a second with all the players in the slot. CSUN's called for icing. I thought there was good interior defense here in the first period. This is an interesting matchup. Long Beach State, clearly their offense is their strength. Matador's strength this season is their defense. So who's going to win that battle may very well determine who wins here tonight. Stanovich takes the draw this time against Rorick. Wins cleanly Bliley. This is Long Beach's second line. They pack a punch. Stanovich. It's actually mixed up there, and the CSUN net's dislodged. Stanovich just plain ran into a Matador. Another shift for the fourth line with Hoover on it. Maxton against Stanovich. Stanovich and his brother Adam are from Lakewood. Draws one to Lawrence, shovels it around. Hoover didn't handle the puck well, but they get a break as it's fumbled out. 1 minute to go in the first. Hoover couldn't pull up to fire. Lauren a bid blocked. Galgus taps to Bliley, but stepping in the lane, Lessick out of play. 48 seconds left. JP Gale takes out his pocket knife and cuts the netting to get that loose puck. Sean Kushner liked it a lot. He's laughing. A bit of levity here in this pretty brutal first period. It's been a physical one. Rivera able to clear out. Here comes Hakimi. Hakimi angled off by Lauren nicely. Taken by Miller. Miller shoots wide. Worms Dobler, checked down by Loya, but the puck comes out. 15 seconds left in the period. Stretch pass, taken over by Lauren. Lauren off of the dasher. Played wide of the net. Icing on Long Beach State. Offensive zone face-off here. 6 seconds to go in the period. What a chance for the Matadors. The hefty line is out. See how the Matadors line up here. It's a straight lineup. Hefty just tries to hack it on, blocked by Ichinaga and cleared out. Time expires. So a very interesting chess match in the first period. Both teams a couple of chances. But solid goaltending from Vincent Seppi and Tyler Geely. Well, obviously no score. Matadors get the only power play as Rivera was called for tripping, and they come up empty. We'll be back in just a few moments to recap the stats for you, and we'll talk about the Kings College Cup as well. That's next on the Matador Sports Network. Welcome back to the Simi Valley Isoplex. I'm Travis Manotti. Into the first period, no score between Cal State Northridge and Long Beach State. Matadors' third WCHC game of the season. Long Beach State's fourth. Matadors are 0-2 so far in conference. Long Beach State 2-1. Just one penalty in the first period. Blake Rivera at 12:54 for tripping. Matadors obviously came up empty. Shots on goal in the first 8-7 favor of the Matadors. Real solid period of hockey for both teams. Saw a lot of skill in between the two rosters and some solid goaltending as well from Vincent Seppi and Tyler Geely. Seppi was bowled into at one point in the first period. Took a moment or two to recollect himself, but he's looking just fine in between the pipes, and he's been the Matadors' best goalie this season. First ever start for Vincent Seppi against Long Beach State. Kind of hard to believe, but Brandon Calvoda has started 6 times against the 49ers. 4-2 career record. And really good numbers as well. 2.67 goals against him, a .910 save percentage. So Long Beach State getting a different look tonight as Vincent Seppi is in between the pipes. We'll come back and we're going to update you on what's going on with the Kings College Cup after CSUN beat Cal Lutheran Wednesday night after the Kings game 7-4. No score on the Matador Sports Network. Once again, back at the Simi Valley Isoplex, I'm Travis Manotti. End of the first period, still searching for our first goal after a very entertaining opening 20 minutes. Shots on goal 8-7 favor the Matadors, and just one penalty, Blake Rivera, for tripping. Matadors obviously came up empty on that power play opportunity. The Matadors on a Wednesday night after the Kings-Canadians game played in the third annual Kings College Cup against Cal Lutheran. Matadors got a hat trick from Eli Barron, got his 5th career hat trick. Also Quinton Abaya, Evan Wright, and Matt Hoover, along with John Michael Lauren, scored the other 4 goals for the Matadors as they beat Cal Lutheran 7-4 to advance to the semifinals. So that means the Matadors pick up 2 more games during the regular season. Of course, the semifinal game, and then if they win, of course, play in the final. And if they lose, they'll play in the 3rd place game. The final and 3rd place game will both be played at Staples Center. The semifinal game will be played at a local rink. 2 years ago, Matadors played at the Valley Ice Center. It was a homecoming. Matadors used to play out of there. And last season they played at Burbank. It was a doubleheader, which was really cool. I hope the Kings bring that back, as LMU played UCLA in the first semifinal. Then the Matadors played Cal State Fullerton in the 2nd semifinal right after that. Matadors are going to play the winner of UCLA and USC in the semifinals. The UCLA-USC quarterfinal is going to be played on November 14th, so it's going to be a while before the Matadors know their semifinal opponent. And last year the semifinals were in December, and that very well may be the case. The other semifinal is set as LMU bested Chapman 12-2 last week. And Cal State Fullerton beat Long Beach State in their first game of the season, coming from behind 5-1 to win 7-6. So Fullerton against LMU, rematch of last year's 3rd place game in the semifinal this year. And CSUN again plays the winner of UCLA USC. But a solid game that night for the Matadors against Cal Lutheran, who are much better than we anticipated. Cal Lutheran actually has a mixed squad. About half of their players actually play for Cal Lutheran, but the other half play for, or they go to, I should say, various other community colleges in the area. So Cal Lutheran cannot officially be ranked or make any sort of playoff or regional, but all their players did play in that opening round game on Wednesday night. Matadors trying to bounce back after a tough 5-3 loss last night at San Diego State. They just ran out of gas during the 3rd period, is what I was told. Again, I was a groomsman in a wedding last night. It was the first regular season game I have not broadcasted for the Matadors since 2011. It had been a long time since I had missed a regular season game, not at Staples Center, of course. So felt a little weird not to be there, but glad to be back tonight. 2nd period about to begin. Period begins 5-on-5. See if the strong play carries over. Both teams a very solid opening 20 minutes. It was physical. Both teams had a couple of grade A opportunities, but Tyler Geely and Vincent Seppi were there to make all the saves. 15 combined shots, 8 for the Matadors in the first period. Matadors starting the same 5. Hefty, Wright, Abaya, with Bowles and Dobrekat, the starting defensemen. Long Beach State counters with their top line, Ichinaga, Miller, and Hakimi. What a line it is. Rush and Rivera, the defenseman. Rivera chips in. Seppi leaves for Dobrekat. Dobrekat, pressured by Hakimi, reverses for Bowles. Abaya taking a look up ice. Closed in on by a couple of 49ers. Gloved ahead by Bowles, touched first by Long Beach State, so play continues. Cycled for Hakimi. Gets away from Dobrekat, but Hefty's there. Right ahead for Abaya. Abaya, little chip play, gets around Rush. Abaya, finished by Rush. Right there also trying to dig it free. A couple of players hit the ice, picked up by Abaya. Abaya slips Hakimi. Long Beach State turns it over. Hefty shoots, it's blocked by Rivera. What a job there by Blake Rivera, the veteran for the 49ers, to get in Hefty's way. Abaya taps to Dobrekat. Dobercat makes the prudent play. So his shooting lane was blocked. Stretch pass doesn't connect. Wide of that. Icing. Just barely missed the net. So I believe it actually hit the side, but not touched by Seppi, so still an icing. 1 minute, 15 seconds into the second period. Both teams have had some sustained pressure, but again, not a lot of shots. Defensive struggle to begin, and that favors the Matadors, certainly. Bryant's wins to Hoover. Lesick on the back end, glove down by Miller, trying to cut in. Taken away by Lauren. Nice job by Lauren. Didn't get caught flat-footed. Bryant's back to support to Hoover. Hoover turns the puck over to Galgus. Galgus to Stanovic. Stanovic gets away from Lesick, then stood up by Lauren. Stuff attempt stop by Seppi. Hoover the other way, turns on the Jets. Hoover shoots, blocker save Geely. Hoover giving a rough ride. Hanging in there. Blasco as well, trying to dig it free. Nobody knew where it was for a second. Comes back to Lesick. Lessick's shot hits a body. Blasco on the backhand couldn't fire. Lesick again. Stopped by Geely, no rebounds. Lessick's had a couple of nice opportunities tonight. Rorick line hops back out. Again, Berengut is on the Rorick line now with Hoover on the Ryans line. Matadors rolling 11 forwards tonight with Max Goen at a wedding and 7 defensemen along with 3 goalies. Full complement of players. Full complement for Long Beach State as well. This is a heavyweight bout tonight. Rorick leaves for Pang. Pinned up. And Rorick digs it free. Beg your pardon. Pang didn't have the points. Checked by Logan Peterson. Stanovic clears out. Ewan back in. CSUN touches up. Logan Peterson, the freshman, played for the Junior Ducks program. Not sure if it was AA or AAA. Stretched to Peterson out of his reach. Ewan to Berengut, taps Rorick, taken over by Stanovic. Stanovic, back checked by Pang. Marbach reverses for Ewan. Ewan to Rorick, gets his head up, taps Pang, further Berengut. Berengut stood up by the other number 24, Rivera. Reversed for Galgus. Just a lot of good hockey tonight. Stolen. Maxton, a shot fought off by Geely. Maxton continues to get closer and closer to his first career goal. Maxton again took last year off to just focus on school. Maxton shoots off the post. Oh boy, Ewan a shot stopped by Geely. Jack Maxton made a couple of nice plays at Staples Center. Boy, you can just tell he's itching to get that first career goal. Rivera, meanwhile, out of the reach of Sunday. Marbach back out, but that's icing. Jack Maxton, 2 grade A chances there. Beat Geely on the second one, but couldn't beat the iron. Geely just got enough of it. 16:01 to go in the second. Maxton wins the draw. Ewan uses the glass, race for it. Canady gets back first, icing. Canady, I believe, is a freshman from Orange. Was a physical presence in the first period. It's just good to have some of the California teams back. Most notably Long Beach State. Fullerton is no slouch, obviously. They don't necessarily have the skill of, say, CSUN, San Diego State, or Long Beach, but they are a scrappy bunch, and the Matadors saw what Fullerton can do. It's an offside play. The other way, LeMay dishes off. Sunday's shot wide. Abaya can't clear, held on by Canady. Now Ewan, the stronger all the other California teams are, the better. with this new computer ranking with strength of schedule being a major factor in it, along with record and goal differential. Abaya, nice stick lift, and chips it wide. Abaya once again, a pest out there. Marbach able to hold the zone. And now it's stabbed into neutral ice and into Matador territory eventually. Matador's trying to catch Long Beach on a change. Abaya taps to Hefty. Hefty stood up. He thought he could outskate Rivera. Rivera says, Hefty's taken a couple of big hits tonight. You don't often see that. 3-on-3. Right shoots wide. And it has enough momentum to come out. Hefty's normally the one putting players on their back. Taves a drive wide. First it was Taylor Peterson forcing the turnover. Up and down we go. Bowles. Shoot, stop by Geely, rebound cleared out. Hefty. Stood up by Rush. Hefty, back to Dobercott. Bowles. Shoot, stop by Geely, no screen. Right gains body position. Abaya. No Matadors in front. Taves turns it over to Dobercott. Weak pass, but Bowles is there to help. Bowles able to skate away from Taves. Dish to Dobercott. Dobercott back to Bowles as CSUN looks to get organized. 13:50 to go in the second. Bowles stretch pass for Hefty. Hefty plays in. Paid for it as Stanovich got him. It's not Stanovich, beg your pardon. Miller in front. Behind that was Hakimi. That hit Hefty. Hefty turns it over to Miller. Miller dishes off. Drive, stopped by Seppi. No rebound. Bowles has got to be careful. Has his arm around Miller. But nothing more comes of it. What a well-played hockey game tonight by both of these teams. And this is kind of the frustrating thing about the Matadors is when they play the top teams, they always bring their A game. But when they play the lower-end teams, they always tend to play down to their competition. It's been such an inconsistent start to the season. Matadors played very well against Utah State and Weber State. So it came up empty against Washington and Fullerton, two teams they should have beaten. Once again playing very well tonight, as are the Beach. As is the Beach, I should say. Pass through Rivera. Icing. 12:57 to go in the period. So once again, play slows down. It's been a great pace tonight as well. Sure hope you're enjoying the broadcast at home. I want to say thank you to Brian Melblom, our public address announcer who filled in last night, doing play-by-play on the radio as well. Did a great job filling in. Long Beach State clears out. Lessig's got to be careful, turns it over. But Hakimi has it stick checked away by Ryans, who is in good defensive position. Just little plays like that, which make this game so fun to watch. So far, all the little details checked by both sides. Lauren clears out, settled by Rivera. Puck stays in the rink. Hakimi in front. Ichinaga couldn't get around Blasco. Good defensive play there by Blasco. Stretch to Rorik. Oh, what a move. Rorik hauled down. That's going to be a penalty. Matadors their second power play at 12:14. Can the Matadors finally connect here? Bliley heads off, the captain for the Beach for hooking. Second unit begins with Lessig and Lauren appointment. Hefty wins. Lessig a drive, stopped by Geely, rebound, cleared out by Rush. Stanovich way up on the PK now, curls away. Remember, period of long change. Lauren with a bit of space. Drops it for Abaya. Abaya returns to Lauren. Abaya. Abaya to Hefty, ran a bit of interference there, got away with it. Refs are letting him play tonight. Puck did come out. Tough play there for Lauren. Stanovich heads off. Lauren gets around Hoeksema, the freshman on the PK for the Beach. Lauren to Abaya. Lesick blocks. Hoeksema, 2-on-2, shorthanded, drops it, chopped by LeMay, just wide. Seppi did not pick it up till the last second, but luckily for him, it missed the net. The penalty time actually is not moving. There's just under a minute to go on the power play. Hefty to Abaya, scores! Hey, CSUN with a power play goal, and they're on top at 10:52. Abaya's 5th goal of the season. He's also the first Matador to have multiple power play goals this season. Abaya now points in 9 of 10 games to begin this season for the sophomore. That's a huge one to open things up. Big bump. Matadors went scoring first this year, 3-3. Oh, it's been mixed results. Ewan takes a run, and that's going to be a charging penalty. That's an undisciplined penalty for Ewan. So Long Beach State, their first power play now at 10:35. Lesick picks up the secondary assist. That is Lesick's first career power play point. He has 1 assist this season, giving him 8 career points, the second-year senior. But now a very important penalty kill. Long Beach State, you know this power play is absolutely lethal. Got to stay out of the box as much as possible. Ichinaga, the forward at the point, gets around Rorick. Ichinaga cuts out front, but it didn't get on Seppi. Sent back to Rush. Rush a weak pass, but it works out. Ichinaga holds the zone, shoots off the side of the net. 50-50 puck. Rorick able to take a hit to make a play. Pass comes to Sunday. Sunday shoots and scores. 56 seconds later, Blake Sunday evens the score. A couple of power play goals. All right, back where we started. Sunday's 3rd goal of the season, first power play goal. Huntington Beach native still has a point in every game this season. That was just a wicked wrister by Blake Sunday. So a bad penalty by Ewan leads to the game being tied. Matadors have got to stay out of the box, and Sunday is not one of the players you'd expect to score on the power play, obviously. Luke Miller has 4 power play goals this season, as does Ichinaga. Matadors only have 5 power play goals as a team. Berengut shoots wide. Oh, what a chance for Berengut. All alone in front, just couldn't hit the net. This top line's been reunited for the moment. Berengut again, shoots off a Geely. Ichinaga and Rush pick up the assists on Sunday's goal. That's how deep this Long Beach State attack is my point. The Matadors have got to stay out of the box. They've got to turn the other cheek whenever possible. Lauren absorbs a hip check from Bliley. Matadors break out. Hefty. Hefty drops for Barongut. Returns to Hefty. Stick checked away, but Baronguts there. Out front. He was looking for right, but Hefty's there as well. Hefty checked by Canady. Zone held. And a penalty. It's a cross-checking call at 8:28. Looks to be on Hefty. Long Beach State heads right back to the power play. Just one penalty in the first, and already we've had 3 penalties here in the second. The Beach control. Rush dishes off to Ichinaga. Miller, he's the big shooter, obviously. Ichinaga. Sunday shoots, stopped by Seppi this time. And the Beach come up with it. Worked back to Ichinaga. Shoots wide. Held him by Rush. Rush to Miller. Stick checked away, but a Rush is there. Miller trying to track it down. Dobricott. That could have been interference. The refs are letting those little pick plays go. Backhand bid, stopped by Seppi. It was Rush with the bid. Sent on around. Rush activates. Being watched by Abaya. Down low, Miller. Miller puts on the brakes. Oh, backdoor play is denied nicely by Blasco. 1 minute to go on the power play. All zone time for the Beach. CSUN desperately needs a change. Held on by Ichinaga. Shot wide, and it comes out. Matador's got to get at least 1 or 2 here. Blasco heads off, as well as Dobricott. Rorick and Lessick are now out. Abaya, meanwhile, steals and plays further. Rorick checked by Sunday. Bliley comes in to help. Rorick again steals. He has a short-handed goal this season. Picked it up against Utah State, first game of the season. Barongut walks out front, shoots wide. Power move there by Barongut, who's coming alive here in the second. Barongut taken away by Galgus. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Here's Ichinaga. Takes a slash, but play continues. Long Beach wanted a penalty that time. Lauren forces the play, and that'll do it. Hefty out of the box. Long Beach State 1 for 2 on the power play, as is CSUN. It's about as even as it can get tonight. 6:20 to go in the middle frame. LeMay trying to cut in. Glove save, Seppi. LeMay try to go low glove on Seppi, having none of it. 2 power play goals, 56 seconds apart. Abaya, 5th of the season. First Matador to have multiple power play goals, and then it was Sunday, his 3rd goal of the season. First power play marker, all square at 1. Rivera, drive wide. Logan Peterson off a stick. Here come the Matadors. Maxton trying to stab it ahead, but Rivera's there. Seppi on around for Marbach. Marbach works out to Maxton. Remember, Maxton hit the post earlier in the period. Gives it up to Canady. And Maxton hard on him. Bliley. Chips to Galgus, taken away by Marbach. Here comes Maxton once again. Maxton tries to split the defense, stick checked away by Bliley. Bliley checked down by Hoover. Oh, a chance for Hoover off the post. Long Beach State defenseman blew a tire. That was Stanovich. Hoover looking for goal number 8 there, but off the iron. Matadors have hit the iron a couple of times now. Bite took a little bit of a hack at Geely. He covers up. 5:04 to go in the second. The chess match continues. Hoover upset at himself as he heads off the ice. What a chance moments ago. Obviously expects a little bit better of himself on a chance like that. Hefty against LeMay. Hefty wins cleanly. Dobrikot through Abaya. Loya ridden down by Hefty, getting some revenge. Sunday, stretch pass taken over by Dobrikot. Held on by Sunday. Again held in this time by Canady. What furious pressure up top. Bulls pinning up his man. Worked back to Canady, jumpy puck. It's blocked by Bulls. Stretched ahead for right. He's got a breakaway. Right. Stopped by Geely. What a save by Tyler Geely. Lessig a drive deflected by Bulls. Stopped by Geely. What a deft deflection there by Bulls. LeMay now, and it's held by Seppi. Keeps it close to the vest. 4:04 to go in the second. Levi Bulls has really come alive the last couple of games for the Matadors. What a career it's been for Levi Bulls. Senior, I can't believe he's a senior. My goodness, how the time flies. Quick shot off the draw, blocked. Here comes Blasco. Loses it to Logan Peterson. Banked up the wing by a rush to Ichinaga. Miller can't get around Lessig. Important step up there. Ryance, it's deflected up. Back and forth we go. An unbelievably fun hockey game. Miller. Tripped up by Lauren, but once again the refs let it go. Worked out front. Seppi down and out, but he's got it underneath him. And a bit of a tussle. Miller with Lessig, and the Matadors would love to get Miller off the ice for a few moments. But they both skate away. Certainly not much there. Miller again played for Suffolk University, NCAA Division III hockey. That's the same school that former Matador Andrew Manessi played for in Boston. Bit of chirping now between the two benches. These two teams obviously do not like one another. This rivalry goes all the way back to Division III when both teams were in the PCHA. It's been a long and bitter rivalry. Long Beach State is certainly back. Frank Matrano, former goalie for Long Beach, actually played professionally in Italy. It's done a real nice job of rebuilding this 49er club. CSUN is just offside. The winger on the far side was in early as Hoover had to try and get around the defenseman. 3:05 to go in the second. Rourke against Stanovich. Rourke hacks it inside the zone, gets in on the forecheck. Rivera just is held actually by Marbach. Good stick there from Hoover. He is having a pretty good second as well. What a pickup for Matadors' Matt Hoover, formerly of COC. Here comes Bliley though, shoots wide. Bliley again with it. Angles it to Rivera. Back to Bliley. Taken over by Rourke. Rourke reverses for Marbach. And it takes a CSUN bounce to the red line. Loya back in. Played for Long Beach Prep in the Anaheim Ducks High School League. Freshman. That's a shot at a play by Marbach. 2:16 to go in the period. Steve and JP Gale are saying that was deflected out of play. The linesmen think it went out clean. Couldn't tell from that far away. So that Matadors line has to stay out. Because anytime you just shoot out a play in your own end, you're not allowed to change. Big draw here. It's won by the Beach. Shot stick save Seppi. Matadors clear out. Abaya chips in. Matadors get a needed change. Loya, stretch pass, finds Sunday. Sunday over skates. Don't know if the puck just kind of stuck to the ice there or what. Oh, what a hit. Rivera on Abaya. Legal hits. Bulls to Dobricott. And it works out. 1.5 to go in the period. Bulls takes over. Bulls in deep. First on an Abaya. Gives it right back to Rivera. And it comes to neutral ice. I think both teams are kind of out of gas here at the end of this period. Here comes Wright. Didn't handle the pass well, countering Sunday. Sunday's in need of a change. Under a minute to go in the second. No team wants to make a huge mistake now, obviously. Race for the icing. Abaya gets there first to wash it out. Abaya hit up high by Canady. Then Hefty finishes his check. That certainly could have been a penalty on Canady. So he went up a bit high on Abaya. 30 seconds left. Bulls. Big drive, stopped by Geely, out of play.
Where's that charging? Where's that charging?
Wow. 25 seconds left. Matadors top line out. Again, Barron got his back on the top line for the time being. He takes the draw against Ichinaga. Top line against top line here to end the period. Long Beach State comes up with it. Rivera to Miller. Out of the reach of Ichinaga. Lesick back first, icing. 12 seconds left. Remember, the Matadors got a offensive zone face-off with 6 seconds left in the first, but came up empty. This time, obviously, much more time to work with. Ryans takes the draw this time against Ichinaga. One cleanly, Lauren. Shoot stop by Geely. Was waiting for a screen, but none materialized. 8 seconds to go. Bulls coming out for Lesick. Two big point men out there right now for CSUN. Draw one cleanly to Barron Gut. Quick shot stop by Geely. Picked up by Hakimi. 2 seconds left, and Long Beach State won't have time for a shot. Scoreless after the first. 2 goals in the second. Quinton Abaya on the power play, his 5th goal of the season overall. The first Matador to have multiple power play goals on the year. Assisted by Garrett Hefty and Will Lesick, his first career power play point to make it a 1-0 CSUN, but just 56 seconds later. Also on the power play, Blake Sunday, his 3rd goal of the season, first on the power play. Assisted by Cody Ichinaga and Evan Rush, evens things up. Both teams are 1 for 2 on the power play. And we'll get shots on goal for you here in a moment. But what a third period we have on tap for you. Matadors desperately needing a victory in WCHC conference play. We'll be back in just a moment on the Matador Sports Network. Travis Van Nody back with you at the Simi Valley Iceplex. Into the second period, all square at one between Cal State Northridge and Long Beach State. No score in the first period. In the second, at 10:52, Quinton Abaya scored on the power play, his 5th goal of the season, and he's the first Matador to have multiple power play goals this season. Assisted by Garrett Hefty, and Will Lessico picks up his first career power play point. But then just 56 seconds later, it was Blake Sunday potting his 3rd goal of the season, first power play goal, assisted by Cody Ichinaga and Evan Rush to equalize the score. Shots on goal in the second, 9 apiece, so CSUN still leads overall in the shot category 17-16, and both teams are 1 for 2 on the power play. CSUN got 1 power play in the first, 1 in the second. Long Beach State got 2 power plays back-to-back in the second, converted on their first, but were stymied on their second. It can't get much more even than this. My goodness, what a tremendously fun hockey game to watch. Both teams know the importance of this one. Long Beach State 2-1 in WCHC conference play, tied for 2nd place along with Cal State Fullerton. San Diego State's in 1st place at 3-0. CSUN's tied for last place right now at 0-2 with Chapman. CSUN needs to get a victory here tonight. Get some points in the WCHC. Top 4 teams out of 6 make the playoffs this year. Again, there are 2 additional conference games with Chapman joining the WCHC. So 8 games left in WCHC play, including this one. But CSUN's really got to get a victory here tonight to get some points, and so they're not chasing a playoff spot the rest of the season. Let's go ahead, and actually we really can't check the out-of-town scoreboard tonight, as unfortunately my phone is about to die, but San Diego State actually beat Cal State Fullerton earlier tonight in San Diego 5-2, and I do believe that was a WCHC conference game. So San Diego State is now 4-0, 8 points in the WCHC, and Fullerton is now 2-2. So for the moment, Long Beach State is all alone in 2nd place with 4 points, as they have played 1 less game than Fullerton. Loyola Marymount, they were playing San Jose State tonight, and LMU beats San Jose State. So the Spartans go 0-2, 0-1. 2 losses, 1 tie on their SoCal roadie. They tied Cal State Fullerton, then lost to UCLA last night, losing to Loyola Marymount here tonight. And other scores around the SoCal region, just trying to remember them really quickly. I don't believe there's too many. Chapman did lose to UC San Diego. It was a 7-1 score, so Chapman is continuing to struggle. Lots of other scores around the West region, though. Grand Canyon loses to Utah State 8-2. Grand Canyon actually beat Weber State on their Utah road trip, and they ended up tying, I believe, BYU. So 1 tie, 1 win, and 1 loss for GCU, and that's good for the Matadors that GCU beat Weber State. Every team CSUN beats, they want that team to keep on winning all their other games. So they, of course, rise in the rankings, and that'll be a lot better for the strength of schedule portion of the computerized rankings. Just a side note, the first ranking will be released Wednesday, November 8th. Games through that previous Sunday will be taken into consideration. So the 2-game weekend for CSUN against LMU will be their final 2 games played before the first ranking is released. And then after that, it'll be every week until mid-February that a new computer ranking will come out. Matadors trying to get their first win in WCHC play as they come back out onto the ice. Also trying to get back to 500. They're 4-5 coming in. They're 2-1 here at home. Long Beach State 4-1. They've won 4 straight after losing their season opener to Cal State Fullerton. They were up 5-1 in the 3rd period. Fullerton came back 1-7-6, but since then, Long Beach State has beaten Chapman, LMU, and San Jose State in San Jose twice. This is Long Beach State's only game of the weekend. CSUN's 3rd in the last 4 days. CSUN huddling. Huge 3rd period on tap. Top line starts for the Beach. Ichinaga, along with Hakimi and Miller. And it's the Garrett Hefty line that once again starts with Abaya in right on the wings, and Bowles and Dobrikot, the starting defenseman, once again. Period begins 5-on-5. Here we go on the Olympic sheet. FD wins the draw to Dobrikot. Stepped up on by Rivera. Dobrikot plays in. Abaya gets to the puck first. Checked down by Rush as the physical play already picking up here early in the third. Ichinaga to Hakimi. Turns it over to Bowles. Abaya's turn to steal. Taps to right, but the ice is too fresh right now. Rivera off of Hakimi, but Miller's there to support. Miller off of the stick of Hefty, sent in by Rush. Seppi leaves for Bowles. Bowles reverses Dobrikot. Change in line for the Matadors. Dobrikot through Abaya, but the zone's cleared at least. 1 minute into the third period. Maybe a very careful third period for both teams. Stolen by Ryans. Stick lifted. Berengut fought up by Geely. Berengut the first big chance of the third. Tyler Geely with the answer. Bliley swept away by Lesick. Ryans trying to track it down. Berengut heads to the net. Sent there and chipped wide. Galgus a nice back check. Galgus, the Oak Park native, played for the SoCal Titans right here at the Isoplex growing up. Elected to go to Long Beach State. Lauren, pressured by Galgus, and he gives up the puck. Lesick taps to Lauren. Again pressured, but Ryans is there to clear out. Settled by Canati. Another change in line. Matadors rolling the 4-line attack, as they normally do. One of the deepest teams in the WCHC. Long Beach State, arguably the most talented now team in the WCHC, along with San Diego State. Lauren gets away from the pressure of Sunday. Boy, a bunch of hooks there, none of them called, as the refs continue to let them play. Picked up by O'Rourke. Now Hoover. Hoover's been kind of snake bit tonight. Looking to change that here in the third. Marbach scores! That puck looked like it changed direction. Tommy Pang may get credit, we'll see. At any rate, CSUN back on top at 17-25. First even strength goal of the game. Puck definitely looked like it changed direction, but it counts, and that's what matters. What a drive by Marbach, coming fresh out of the bench. Marbach again with it. Out of my Logan Peterson, but now here comes Hefty, 3-on-2. Hefty to right, but it was not a very good pass. And it does go to Marbach. It's his second goal of the season. Pang picks up the lone assist. So Marbach, his first career goal a week ago against Fullerton. For Pang, it's his 6th point of the season. They're all assists. He actually is now the team leader in assists with 6. CSUN's got to keep going here, though. Can't rely on that one goal. Worms Dobler to Hoover, who's stood up. Maxton, and that went out of play. 16:15 to go in the third. Abaya on the power play, followed by Sunday on the power play in the second. To Marbach here in the third from Pang. Bryant's against Ichinaga, again, top line against top line. We've seen this matchup a couple of times. Luke Miller, the Lancaster native, a couple of fans here tonight once again. Bulls able to elude the pressure, send to Baron Guts. Baron Guts can't get around Rivera, slapped in by Bulls. CSUN's back onside. Blasco drops to Ryants, returns to Blasco. Ryants loses possession, sent cross ice for Rivera. Rivera shoots, glove save, Seppi. $15:39 to go in the third. So the teams have traded goals so far tonight. Warwick against Stanovich on the draw. Stanovich now a junior at Long Beach State. And his twin brother Adam is serving a disqualification tonight. He's a pretty good player for the Beach. Matadors survive. It's stabbed forward for Rourke. No icing. Rourke checked by Stanovich. Cluster of players dig for it. Rivera gives him a cross check. CSUN to the power play at 15-11. Matadors' third power play of the game. They're 1 for 2. Rivera, his second penalty of the game, just a bit too aggressive there on Rourke. This is arguably the biggest power play of the season for the Matadors, with Love and insurance goal in this tightly contested affair. Second unit starts. Hefty wins the draw to Abaya. As his pocket picks by Rush. Sends around for Miller. And it comes out. Stanovich. Bliley heads to the net. Chipped wide. Lauren a big bump on Bliley. Digs the puck free. Lesick flushed out by Bliley. Sends to Lauren. 1.5 to go on the power play. Lauren lost it, but Abaya was there to hold in. What a war there along the boards. Comes to Stanovich, who clears out. Matadors want some fresh forwards. Lesick starts the breakouts. Out of the reach of Bulls, but he's able to use his speed to track it down. Abaya hammered down by Rush. Digs the puck free. And it hops the stick of Hefty. Possible 2-on-1. LeMay. Back for him, and they score! Short-handed goal for the Beach. And at 13:57, the score is once again tied. That's Long Beach State's third shorthanded goal of the season, the fourth the Matadors have given up this year already. Matadors still in the power play for 44 more seconds. CSUN gave up a shorty to Cal Lutheran on a Wednesday. They gave up a shorty to Fullerton a week ago as well. So in the Matadors' last 4 games, they've given up 3 shorties. And the goal does go to LeMay from Hoeksema. That's LeMay's 4th goal of the season, his first shorty. That just takes the wind out of the sails of the Matador faithful for the moment. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Lauren taps to Lesick. His shot is held by Geely. 1 second to go on Rivera's penalty, but my goodness, the Matadors, okay, so they have scored now 5 power play goals this season. They've given up 4 shorthanded goals. As the power play woes continue, when they kind of take a step forward, they've taken a step back, seemingly. Giving it 3 shorthanded goals in 4 games is obviously not what you want, but CSUN's got to regroup. 13 minutes to go in the third. Matadors are 1 for 3 on the power play as Geely covers up. The 3 of the 4 goals in this one have come on special teams. 2 power play goals and a shorty. We expected this one to come down to the wire, and it just may do that. Matadors need to get some momentum. They're going to get a power play here. As, oh boy, LeMay gets up high on Rorick. Rorick skates away smartly. So CSUN back-to-back power plays, a chance to redeem themselves here. It's a roughing call on LeMay. He doesn't like it. CSUN back to the power play at 12:50. The top unit's going to start this time with Bowles and Dobrika at the point men. Sent out by the beach. Again, a strong forecheck by the beach on this PK. They can smell blood in the water now. Barren Guts, cross ice, no one's there. Rush all kinds of time, flushed out by Blasco, and he makes no mistake. Ichinaga goes wide on Bowles. Ichinaga all the way back. It works out. Sent on Seppi. Leaves for Dobrikot. 1:20 to go on the power play. CSUN is just kind of discombobulated right now on the man advantage. Ryance shoots, glove save, Geely rebounds. Ryance to Bowles. Dobrikot one-timer. Stopped by Geely, rebound curled wide. Blasco from his knees. There was a beach defender there as well. Sent back to Dobrikot. Bowles, one-timer blocked. He's got to get back. Hoeksema trying to cut in over skates. Blasco, checked down and chipped out. Matadors are offside. 40 seconds to go on the power play. As once again they have to go the length of the sheet. Bowles. Pressured again by Hoeksema. He needs some help. What PK work by the beach. Bliley stood up by Lauren. Only 15 seconds to go. Bowles to Hefty. Can't get around Miller. Taken by Rivera. Glove down by Alesic as the penalty expires. So CSUN now 1 for 4 on the power play. 10:45 to go in the third. Back-to-back power plays. Nothing for the Matadors. Big drive by Alesic. Make that a buy over top. It's just been a momentum killer, really. Drive stopped by Seppi. That was Miller with the bid. Flipped ahead. Wright trying to track it down. Nice back check by Miller. Abaya shovels it back in. CSUN's onside. Rivera hit by Wright down to the ice. Wright shovels it around, but it's taken by the beach. Hakimi, stick checked away by Rorick. Rorick gets his head up just in time, took a high hit from Rivera, but play continues. Takes another high hit from Rivera. But Matadors looks like they've gotten their power plays. Refs are letting them play once again. Hoover checked from behind. That's going to be a penalty. That one's a clear checking from behind call at 9:30. Third straight power play for the Matadors, and they've got to get it going. If I'm the Gales, maybe I even call a timeout right here. Just something to try and get this power play back on track. And Long Beach is not being allowed to make a last-second change as they are the away team, obviously. Top unit starts. Another crucial power play. Blasco to Bowles. Ryans, Bowles again. Ryans. Shoot, stopped by Geely. Blasco prying at it, but Geely keeps it out. Geely off balance as he made the save, but was able to keep the pad on the ice. 15 seconds gone by. Baron Gut again takes the draw in that left face-off circle as he normally does. 1-4 this time by Baron Guts. Gains body position. Sends to Ryans. Bowles. Bowles a drive. Didn't get all he wanted on it. Baron Guts curls to Ryans. Sharp angle bid stop by Geely. Rebound. Cleared up by Hoeksema. Change in line for the Beach. This Matador power play is looking more lethal this time, a good sign. Dobercat with 1:10 to go on it. Dobercat to Bowles. Back to Dobercat. 50-50 puck. Blasco to Dobercat. Leaves for Baron Guts. Bowles holds the zone. Ryans. Ryans to Bowles, has a lane, shoots, deflected wide by Blasco. Just missed. Baron Gut to Bowles. Bowles so much poise with the puck. Bowles to Ryans, who's covering. Ryans makes a move, leaves for Bowles. 28 seconds to go on the power play. It's stolen and cleared out. Dobercat is out of gas. Bliley gets to the puck first. Bliley, stick checked away by Bowles. One more push. 12 seconds to go. Bowles looks like he's out of gas as well. And that's just gonna about do it. Another power play that comes up empty. Matadors have had 3 straight power plays now. Nothing. Abaya creates some space. He's got some jump, but loses an edge that time. 7:18 to go in the third. Matadors are now 1 for 5 on the power play. And I wouldn't expect any more at this point. Rivera to Sunday, but that's an offside play. It looked like it's ruled onside. But the Matador is able to clear out, so it doesn't hurt him. Hefty forgot the puck. What a game here tonight. Right in front, out of the reach of Hefty. Remy would have done better just to put that puck on net. At least to create some havoc on goal. Taken by Abaya, leaves for Lauren. Lauren checks, gives it up to Miller, takes it back. Lauren. Pang calls for it, but couldn't shoot. Pang. Back across, stopped by Geely. Galgus flips ahead, race for it. Lessig back first, icing. .609 left in the third. Scoreless first, 2 goals in the second, 1 apiece. 2 goals in the third, 1 apiece. And a timeout is being called by Long Beach State as Frank Matrano doesn't want to take any chances on this icing call. Matadors have had their chances here in the third. 3 straight power plays. They give up a shorty on the first one, came up empty on the next 2. Power play continues to be the weaknesses for the Matadors this season. CSUN's just got to find a way. They need this victory. They can afford to go 0-3 to start West Coast Hockey Conference play with 7 games remaining, but that really puts the onus then on the Matadors the rest of the way. Yes, they do have 2 games against Chapman, 1 against Fullerton, but Fullerton's no slouch. With the Matadors' penchant to play down to teams, you can never really tell what's going to happen against a team like Chapman. Still some tough games on the horizon as well. Long Beach in Lakewood. San Diego State here after playing Texas A&M twice in January. So CSUN really would do themselves a huge favor if they can win this hockey game, whether in regulation or overtime perhaps. Pang digs the puck free. Rorick's out front. Pang to Rorick. Comes back to Marbach. Shot wide as the net's dislodged. Marbach got the goal earlier in the period for the Matadors, and just not WCHC-wise, but West Region ranking-wise, this would be a huge victory for the Matadors. So Long Beach State looks like they could be a regionals, in the regionals hunt, I should say. Very strong club this season. Rourke against Ichinaga, 5:46 to go in the third. A one cleanly Marbach. His shot deflects off a helmet and wide. Marbach, he's starting to get the offense going from the blue line. Good to see. The former Valencia Flyer / Cheyenne Stampede. Hoover shoots, it's blocked. Ewan back in deep. Puck takes a CSUN hop. Rourke tried to get it to Pang, didn't work out. Long Beach clears out. Ichinaga with Miller. Miller shoots, stopped by Seppi. You always kind of perk up when Luke Miller has the puck. He's that kind of player. Seppi a nice save yet again. Both he and Geely have been 2 of the stars of this one. Maxton against Stanovich on the draw. And it's 1 to Bowles. Bowles slaps it down the ice. Barrengut gets there first. No, wow, that is a horrible call. Clearly Barrengut was going to get there first. And that's just, at this point of the game, you cannot make that mistake if you're the linesman. With so much on the line, a face-off at center, because it was incorrectly called icing, but Barrengut might have had an open look on Geely. So he was way ahead of everyone else. And this rule has been in place for 7 seasons now. I just don't get it. Linesmen should certainly know the rules by now. But at any rate, replay on. Canati able to clear out. Stanovich to Taves. Taves shot wide. Taves. Cycles. Picked up by Stanovich. Out front, didn't connect. Taves leaves for the defenseman. Weak pass. It's played ahead. Barrengut on a breakaway. Barrengut scores! Mr. Clutch, Eli Barrengut beats Geely. Matadors back on top at 4:18. Barrengut's team leading 8th goal this season. Expect a huge push now from the Beach. Matadors got to be ready. Lesick stabs to Abaya. Rivera activates, comes to Lauren. Lauren flips out. Race for it. Abaya, as that Long Beach defenseman wipes out, picked up by Hefty. Hefty to right, shoots, it's blocked. Glove down by Hefty, zone held. Hefty in front for Abaya, but a jumpy puck couldn't be deflected on. Big hit right in the center circle. Lesick on LeMay. And LeMay can have a bit of a temper. CSUN picking up the hitting. Jack Maxton picks up the assist. It's his first career point. So congratulations to Maxton. He's played a great game tonight. Certainly deserving of earning his first career point. A freshman from Pacific Palisades. Play for the Junior Kings, as well as the California Wave and Channel Islands Riptide. 3:05 left. Lauren with plenty of ice. Sends to Blasco. Stepped up on by Miller. You know Luke Miller's not going to come off the ice. Ichinaga leaves for Hakimi. Miller heads to the net. Shots held by Seppi. And Miller checks Ewan into the net. Faceoff should stay inside. As Miller caused the net dislodge. Or I should say it was covered up by Seppi first and then the net was dislodged, so the faceoff stays inside. 2:45 left. Long Beach State's top line is out there. Again, top line against top line. Ryans against Ichinaga. Miller lined up directly behind him. Blasco can't clear. Miller a backhand bid blocked. Here comes Baron Guts. Baron Guts takes a slash. Play continues. You know the refs are going to put the whistles away now. Stretch pass. Deflected out by Bowles. 2:20 left. Again, a stretch pass. Doesn't connect. But no icing. Bowles from his knees turns it over to Ichinaga, but right there, Hoover to take it back. Hoover pulls up. In front for Pang, who's tripped up, and play continues. 52 left. Long Beach State very easily could have been called there for a trip. Here comes Ichinaga. Ichinaga shoots, stopped by Seppi, no rebound. Remember, Long Beach State has used their timeout. 1:40 left. We'll keep our eye on Tyler Geely. See if or when Frank Maturano elects to pull him. Stanovich against Hefty. Hefty wins cleanly. Lauren flipped up the ice, race for it. And Abaya lost sight of the puck, but it's washed out. That was a bit of a break for CSUN, so at least it's evened out. Hefty holds the zone, stopped by Geely. 1:20 left. Gaugus. It's onside. Gaugus, met by Lesick. Stick goes flying. That is Stanovich's. Gaugus stood up by Hefty. And Lauren a chance to skate out. What a move. Pass off of Lauren's body. 1 minute to go. Abaya's got to get the red. He does and sends in. Right up ice. Pins it up. Baron Gut as well comes in to help. What a job by Wright. Just wasting time. Wright again, pins it up. Dug free by the beach. 30 seconds left. Stanovich. Cross ice. Lesick steps up. Taken over by Ichinaga. And Long Beach State's offside. 21.4 left. Geely still in the net. Ryans against Hakimi. Ryans, you can tell he's going to try and hack it forward. Can't do so. Rivera to Ichinaga. Long Beach State's onside this time. There goes Geely. What a war down low. Extra attackers out. 5 seconds left. Sent to Seppi. Keeps it out. Rebound mid blocked, and CSUN hangs on to win 3-2. Blasco mixed up there with a 49er. Oh, what a win tonight for the Matadors. They do it in regulation as well. So Long Beach gets 0 points. And the Matadors are on the board in WCHC play. This was one of the best games I've seen in a while in the ACHA. Well played by both sides. CSUN had to have it, and they got it. Eli Berengut yet again gets the game winner. It's his team leading 3rd of the season. Berengut from Jack Maxton, his first career points. Berengut beat Geely on a breakaway. That's the difference. So CSUN finishes 1 for 5 on the power play. And Long Beach State finishes 1 for 2 with a shorthanded goal. Vincent Seppi gets the win and improves his record to 4-1 this season. And Tyler Geely drops his record to 1-2. So the Matadors salute the faithful here at the Isoplex. An absolutely huge win tonight. Long Beach State, their 4-game winning streak is over. They're 4-2 overall. Their first loss on the road. They're 3-1 now away from the rinks Lakewood. CSUN back to 500 at 5-5 with now Wyoming looming next weekend, and they are 3-1 here at the Isoplex. Thanks so much for tuning in. Again, you can watch this game on demand on YouTube, and I'm sure you're going to want to do so. What a game here tonight. Eli Berengut at 4:18 gets the game winner, and CSUN hangs on the rest of the way. So long from the Simi Valley Isoplex. We'll be back with you Friday night when the University of Wyoming's in town. Will be on the air on the Matadors Sports Network at 8:45. I'm Travis Van Ode. Final score, Cal State Northridge 3, Long Beach State 2 on the Matadors Sports Network.